Hard to believe we're back in the den for season number 2. The Pac-Man, Terry Pack, right back with us. I can't believe we're looking at another year. Terry, you had a bunch of All-Americans. You finished in the top 10 last year. You had a national champion. Do you feel like the foundation has been set after year 1?
Yeah, I mean, for us, like I told you last year, our whole plan was to set a culture. And that culture would feed the foundation. And I think the culture was exactly what we needed. And just to look at a night-day difference, as great as we did last year, the transition of this year, it's like our sophomores have literally stepped up and went a whole different level. Every night, which I didn't even know this till yesterday, since they've been here, some of our sophomores have been leading nightly runs. And they're doing things in the morning together. And these are not things that we're asking anybody to do yet, right? Because we're still in that open mat stage for a week or two until we get everything else. We want kids to settle into school. But I can tell you right now, the culture from last year has poured over. The foundation's set, and we're ready to start building some walls to this thing.
You lost some talent last year. I mean, kids moving on. But obviously, from what you're saying, you've still got some folks that are into this program, and they're going to contribute this year, whether it's on the mat or continuing this culture.
Yeah, I think, Eve is going to Fort Hays, which is, a job of a great junior college coach and a good program. How you tell if they're good programs, are their kids moving on, where are they moving on to? So Eve is moving on, our first national champ, moving on to Fort Hays. Great opportunity, great school, great coaching staff. And then Talia is going Division I to Lindenwood. So I can see that transition growing. It's been great. Jordan Omi is all set up at University of Sioux Falls, doing great. And we had a few of the other guys move on as well into four-year schools. So we're super excited about last year, right? The past is something you either learn from or you repeat. There's parts of it we want to repeat, parts of it we want to learn from.
Yeah, I saw familiar faces, saw some new faces. What's your mix like this year? You pretty happy with the folks that have been here before and now the newcomers?
Because we're going to make some transitions, I want to talk a little bit more about the guys tonight. Yeah. And we'll get to that when we talk a little bit. But I think what you're going to notice is the Oberdines. And if you remember, both of them are ranked in the top 8 in the country. And then Jordan ended up beating out Lance 2 weeks before regions and ended up finishing 3rd in the country. They're back and they're amazing. Isaac, national finalist, back. He's doing great. Corey Hyatt, McGill. The Trevor Rinke. We just have a great group of sophomores that are taking charge and leading. And they didn't have that a year ago, right? I had to lead every single piece of it. So it's already making my job easier. And with the girls' side, Nevaeh and Kiara and Jessie, a lot of those girls are stepping up and starting to become leaders as well. So I would say our trajectory is great. It's where we wanted to be a year ago. Like I told you when we talked before, our plan's to cut it in half. Guys 10-5-1, and our girls want to go 7-3-1. Wow. And if it's better than that, great. If it's worse than that, then dang it, what did we do wrong?
Yeah. Hey, with those Oberdings coming back, I'm going to really have to focus on keeping those two. Being able to recognize both. I screw it up every time.
I've been calling them the wrong name for a year and a half.
I screw it up every time.
No. The only nice thing is Eli always has a black eye or always has a cut on his nose. So I can always, that's the only way I can tell them apart. And then last year they broke their nose, remember? And they had a mask. So that helped me. If it's not for those two things, Steve, I'm in trouble.
Oh, man. But they're good kids. And I'm glad they're back. You had a busy summer, a lot of camps, and your coaches went out traveling and stuff. It just really didn't end.
No, if you're really serious about being successful, then you get your tail end out to everywhere. We went to Virginia Beach. We went to Heartland Duels. We went to USA State. We went to 2 different regionals. We went to Fargo. We went to Junior Duels. We went to Cadet Duels. We did all those things because we know how important it is to be seen. Even though all of those guys aren't necessarily recruited for this coming year, is being seen and noticed and heard for those guys to see you down there at those places.
Just getting everybody back on campus, in school, settled in the dorms, you've kind of gotten through that process, or is that something that you're still doing here?
Yeah. I mean, really smooth this year, believe it or not. The moving process was easier. And again, I think this comes with time, right? Things will get easier. Same with the school and the administration and everybody, right? They have to understand there's a whole different growth level than they've ever seen before. So everybody is a little scared of change. And I think the thing is we have to convince people change for the better is inevitable. Otherwise, you're doomed to repeat the past. And I love what we're doing, but obviously their whole strategic plan of SCC was to increase enrollment through athletics, especially on this campus, right? Lincoln's campus is full, Milford's campus is full, Beatrice isn't. What do we do? How do we do it? How do we get there? I think the growing pains have been tough, but I believe the administration and the staff and the people that we have around us understand it, and they're supportive of it, and they're here to help the kids. And I don't know if Marianne watches this or not, but I'm going to tell you right now, our admissions people like Marianne Harms and some of those people, our financial aid people, they do things that are amazing to make our job easier. So it sounds crazy when you say that guys and girls, we're going to have 81 kids, but they make it seem like it's way less than that.
Yeah, it takes everybody, administration all the way down, to kind of make this hard work you guys are putting in, really just kind of bringing it all together.
Yeah, I mean, you can't win a war with just captains. You can't win a war with just a few soldiers, right? So it takes an entire army, and I think that we're building that here, and I think our staff sees that, and I think our faculty definitely sees it, and I've had great rapport already with the faculty and great rapport on our kids coming in, so I'm super excited.
Yeah. Okay, I asked you this a lot last year. What's the schedule like? It looks like we're just doing some open mat work right now. Is it conditioning?
So,
what's your thought? I mean, I should know this, but refresh our brains on this. How do you attacking this?
Well, every year we do something a little different, right? So every year I sit down based off the year before, and I do basically a periodization program. So I got to do my immediate program, and then we do our in-season program and our off-season program, right? So right now we're just in that beginning stages. It's open mat for 2 weeks, open lift. They just come in, they get their own workout, they get their stuff done. And it's been, man, they've been killing it. I've seen every single kid here. Wow. And it's not mandatory. It's just optional. Come in. These are the hours that the wrestling room's open. These are the hours the weight room's available to you guys, and they've been killing it, guys and girls. I'm really happy where we are right now.
I don't know if people realize this until last year, but this season is a grind. It's long. It's physical. I mean, it grinds on people. I mean, and here we are. We're starting already, and it sounds like they're extremely serious about this coming into it.
It is. That's what you get though after that second year, right? After getting sophomores, because like I said, last year the leadership all had to come from us, and now the leadership those guys saw were our coaching staff. So now those kids are becoming those leaders, and it's been great, Steve. That's and awesome. Knock on wood, it continues like that. But our guys and girls are doing what they're supposed to, and we couldn't be happier of their process and progress.
Great kids in this program. They know what you expect, and they're taking the leadership stance here. It looks like. Talk about your two assistants. I mean, those guys, they're warriors. They're right there in battle, right with you.
Every day, man. I mean, it's like. I don't think they realize. I mean, Jake's got a wife and 3 daughters, and he's away from home a lot.
Jake said in June he was only home for 2 days.
Yeah, that's true. And
it's crazy.
It's hard on a young family, right? I mean, he's got a 2-year-old, a 6-year-old, and a 10-year-old, and it's tough. The amount of time they're willing to put in to find success and to see the success of the kids is second to none. Anthony is a part-time guy. But he works
Yeah, there's
more than full-time hours, right?
I'm shocked.
Like if I'm here, he's here.
Yeah.
And when I'm not here, he's here. So I mean, I think that you'll find our staff is bought in, and they're for the kids, and they're motivated about what they're doing, and I think that passion rubs off on the other kids.
Yeah. Coach, one last question. It was funny. We follow each other on social media. You actually got a vacation this year. What the heck?
Yeah, I thought I did.
How did you work that in?
Went to Arizona. A horrible idea, by the way. Don't ever go, as if you're a college wrestling coach, you already know this. Never go on vacation the week before school starts. Worst decision ever made. Plus, I'm transitioning over to the athletic director for the Beatrice campus.
Yeah. And you got so much time to do that too, you know?
I know, right? We had just checked in. The soccer team. I got through all their orientation. I got through all their stuff and decided to go on vacation. And kids needed this and kids needed that. And kids weren't registered for classes. Then we literally added 8 walk-ons in the last 15 days.
Wow.
So trying to get them registered, get their stuff in, it was tough, right? It's a great problem to have that people want to come to your program. Just don't let them do it the week before school starts. But no, it was great. I got to spend some time with my son, who's coaching now at Quincy, Illinois, at the university over there. I got to spend some time with my daughter and my wife, and my grandson. So honestly,
Gotta have that.
I would have rather had it another way without the chaos. But then again, knowing me and being a college coach and just knowing who I am and what I do, chaos ensues around me everywhere I go. So if you want the chaos factor, just walk into this office for
It's
a day.
just a normal day. Coach, thanks for your time.
Hey, thank you,
Appreciate
Steve.
it so much.
Greatly
We are
appreciate
so
it.
much looking forward to season number 2 here with the men's and women's wrestling here at Southeast Community College. It's so good catching up to you. And we'll
As
stay
well.
with it and come back to you once again from the den.
Sounds great. Go Bobcats!